Hey Top Dogs, Alyssa here, going over the Booty and Core class for April 20th. We're also going to be doing this same workout on our live Zoom video at 11:30. To start off, we're going to be doing glute bridges, alternating side V-ups, tabletop kickbacks, 2 fire hydrants, and tabletop crunches. With the glute bridges, you can do a variety with those. So if you're going to add weight, change your stance, or add resistance bands, go for that. Biggest thing, remember that pelvic tuck. Exhale brings you up, inhale brings you down to a hover. Do not touch your glutes to the mat. With the alternating side V-ups, I know I've called this a couple of different terms, like the opposite hand to foot touch. I'm just going to demonstrate this real quick. So typical V-up is with both hands and both feet. So this is what a normal V-up looks like. And then when we go with the alternating side V-ups, my right hand reaches for my left foot, and then my left hand reaches for my right foot. The opposite side just stays nice and long and stays active. We're going to be doing those for 30 seconds. The tabletop kickbacks, 2 fire hydrants. So find your tabletop. Just like with the plank, stuck in those joints, so being aware of the wrists under elbows under shoulders, aware of the knees under hips. You can notice that my body still has a little bit of an angle here, just like if I were to extend my legs into a plank. Biggest thing, don't lock out your elbows like that. Try to keep them a little soft for you. To do a kickback, you're going to put a little bit of your weight into one knee, kind of fire up that core, and flex your ankle and kick up. So this is going to be my kickback. A lot of times we'll do something with pulses here. Just with this exercise, we're going to kick back, return to start, and do a fire hydrant. So we're going to activate and send it out, maintaining that flexion at the ankle and knee, and that'll count as 1 rep. And then just alternate sides. So we're going to hit the left, bring it back down, send it out for that fire hydrant. You'll notice that your range of motion when going out to the fire hydrant might not be as much as you thought it did, or you're not getting as high off the ground. Totally okay, you're building your strength, your range of motion in there. This is just kind of warm up our hip and core area for class. And the next is tabletop crunches. So same thing, gonna stay in your tabletop. We're gonna go out into what I call prowling tiger if we're in anything yoga based. Or you also hear it called bird dogs. So you're going to inhale your left arm out to exhale right leg. So my right ankle stays flexed. My palm is facing towards my right side. Inhale it, exhale, crunch. Just try to curl that spine and offer your elbow to your knee wherever they touch. Totally okay. Extend it back out. So you'll do one side and then the other side. You don't alternate during that. It's going to be really challenging. You might find a little too much hip sway. The next part that we're going to do, this typically in class would be done with weights. Definitely okay if you don't have weights. I will demo without weights. If you hold weights, you can keep them either at your side, hold at your collarbone, one at either shoulder, or if you like a little extra challenge, have them up above. The biggest thing when we do our deadlifts, you want to make sure that you're holding them down in front of you. So we're going to do a curtsy lunge to deadlift, curtsy lunge. That'll count as 1 rep all the way through. And then a slide lunge to a plie squat to a side lunge. So start with your curtsy lunge, sending it back. Want to make sure you offer that cross just like you're curtsying, like you're bowing to like a princess or a queen. Send it up, reset those legs, go for that deadlift. So when we're in our deadlift, make sure those knees stay soft. You offer that hip hinge, spine stays long. And we're reaching down to find that hamstring pull. If this is where you get, that's where you feel that pull, allow that to be your range of motion. If you can go a little further, continue to challenge yourself, but don't let that back start to curl or arch too much. Keep it nice and strong and straight. Send it up, squeeze those glutes at the top, knees start to straighten. And then you'll send it out to the other side for that curtsy lunge. The side lunge plie squat to side lunge is pretty fun. You're going to send it out for that side lunge here. Keep that weight back in that heel. Bring it up here. Turn those feet out for your plie squat. Make sure your knees follow. Bring it out. If you're holding a weight, it would be nice to have it here or right here if you've got 2. Bring it back up. Reset those feet. Send it out to that side lunge. and that'll count as 1 rep, and then you'll send it out to the other side. Next we're going to do some squat pulses, plank, reverse clams, bicycles, flutter kicks, and glute bridge marches. I like to call these finishers because they're just that last final work, really exhausting those muscles. Continue to work them, really helping encourage muscle growth. So squat pulses, find your squat range. Since we do play with plie squats here, plie squat pulses would be really awesome to continue to work that area. So find your plie squat and just pulse here. With your plank, that's your choice for how you want to hold your plank. If you'd like to do a side plank from one side to the other, continue to challenge yourself. Reverse clamshells, you'll be lying on your stomach. I like to use my arms, put them right under my forehead so I can rest. I bring my knees about the same width as my mat and get my heels to touch, keeping my ankles flexed. My spine is long and my core is active, and I'm just pressing and pulsing up with those heels. You can see it's really small micro movement, but you'll definitely feel that active in those glutes. After that, we're going to go into bicycles. With bicycles, working those obliques, really focusing on that. When you're opening up to one side, you want to make sure that you encourage that elbow to knee contact, but also open up to that side. So try to encourage that elbow to reach as close as you can to the ground while keeping the opposite leg nice, long, extended with a flexed ankle. And then opposite side, we're going to do the same thing. Encourage it to open up, encourage that elbow towards the ground. I'm keeping that other leg nice and long. And those flutter kicks. I really enjoy doing my flutter kicks with my hands on the outside of my glutes and kind of leaning on my elbows, keeping them kind of right under my shoulders. This offers a little more support and keeps that nice deep core active. You can keep nice little small flutter kicks here, keep that spine long, gaze towards those toes, or you can work it all the way up and work it all the way down. Just want to make sure that you're alternating each side. Then the glute bridge marches. So this offers a challenge to glute hip stability. You're going to keep those arms nice, long, and active, and you're going to alternate each leg being raised while continuing to challenge those hips, keeping them stable. Don't let them fall or come too far up, and keeping those knees and ankles flexed at 90 degrees. Then finally, for our stretches at the end, 90-90s with extension flowing through that. So just with that, you're going to get to a 90-90. So my front leg and ankle, I've got a 90-degree bend at each knee and ankle. Other ones behind me, my sit bone is definitely in contact with the ground with the front leg. The back leg, I do not have ground contact. That's definitely okay. We're just working towards that. So once you get set here, you're going to offer your heel to come in some and raise up and extend those hips. Bring it back down, and with the flow, that just means that you're going to continue to work, so you're going to bring your body to that other side. And I'll do the same thing, just reversing, so just a lot of knee turning, offering a lot of work in that ball socket joint in your hip. Happy baby, really awesome one. Some really great hip flexor compression. So you're gonna stay nice long on your back. If you like to work your way into it, you can hug under your hamstrings, hug from your shins, but ultimately, finally in the happy baby, you should have your feet towards the sky, ankles and knees flexed. You can hug them in behind your hammies, pull out your shin, pull out the outside or inside of your feet. You can roll on your back, offer a little bit of massage for that low back, mid-back area. The figure four stretch flow, doing this on your back, is something that we've done a lot in class. So we will have one leg with the knee bent, the other ankle in contact with the thigh. Make sure that your ankle stays flexed so you can perfectly see the bottom of my speaker here. And with this flex, I have the nice four. Look, I go to thread the needle, so I reach through, offering that curve to that spine, chin stays tucked, then you pull it in and return back to a long spine. You'll feel a stretch on the outside of the hip of the foot that has the ankle touching the thigh. Hug that in. Then you'll extend that foot and bring this over. So continuing to stretch in that same area. So glute med, you might get a little bit of low back. And you're just holding this one here. I'm just adding a little bit of pressure on the wall, helping with balance, making sure that both of my shoulders are in contact with the ground. And then you'll do a nice spinal twist. So my heel of the foot that's across is in contact with the ground. My bottom leg is active, my ankle is flexed, my arms are open, and I offer my gaze to the opposite side. You'll just flow that on both sides. This is focusing on some lumbar mobility, also offering a nice stretch to the glute med, glute min out there. Butterfly, so since we've done some of the plie squats and those side lunges, focusing on our adductors. So this is just a nice little stretch. You may do this lying down as well with the butterfly. Biggest thing, keeping that spine nice and long. Shoulders stay up and proud. You want to work towards getting your knees to the ground before you try to bring your heels towards your groin. If you like to offer a little bit of motion here, that's totally okay. Just don't make anything too dramatic or irritating towards your joint. Just go based off the feel for your body. And finally, finishing with the down dog, up dog. So down dog offers a nice posterior chain stretch, while the up dog will do anterior, focusing on that core work, a little bit of hip flexors. So your perfect down dog comes from your perfect plank, high plank. So once you find that, your joints are stuck, fingertips stay tented, pressing through those heels, core stays tight. Inhale and then exhale, press, send it back. If you like to kind of walk it out, offer a little bit of that extra stretch with those calves. And you're going to bring yourself into a up dog. So a couple different ways that you may do this. You bring it to a plank and just start to drop those heels down, flip those toes, offer that stretch there, and bring that gaze up. Another way, if you like to kind of do like a chaturanga, you can bring it forward, drop into kind of like a tricep push-up, and send the body up. Make sure that you're squeezing those glutes at the top there, and just forcing those hips down more, offering a little bit more stretch on the anterior side. If you guys are interested, definitely join class. It's definitely pretty fun. If you have access to Zoom, we're working on transitioning stuff to our Facebook Live through the Top Dog Fitness Center page. So do be sure to check all that out too. Have a good one.